Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting video. I'm Dr. Frahat Ali and you are watching Dr. Square. In this particular video, we will learn that how we can make hierarchical multiple regression table according to APA 7th guidelines in Word file. So if you are new to our channel, please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Let's start with the hierarchical multiple regression. It's also known as sequential regression, where a researcher define on the basis of theoretical grounds that these are the independent variable that should be entered in the first block and these are the independent variable that should be entered in the second block of my regression analysis, and then you will decide your dependent variable. So suppose if you want to perform hierarchical regression analysis on optimism and life satisfaction, and you want to control age effect, what you have to do, you will enter age into your first block and then you will enter the optimism in the second block, and you will enter your life satisfaction variable as dependent variable. So let's start and see that how we can perform hierarchical multiple regression in SPSS, and then we will report or make a table of hierarchical multiple regression in Word file. This is the data file I'm going to analyze. Then here you can see regression. Then you have to click on the linear option. I'm going to reset it. First, enter the age. And the second variable that I'm going to enter is social desirability. And click on the next button, block 2. Now I'm going to add mastery, which shows that how much you have control on the external factors. And I'm going to add second variable, which is PCO, which shows a perceived control on internal events. And now we want to see that if we control the age and social desirability bias, how total mastery and total PCO can affect the perceived stress of a person. So what we have to do, what values are required for this analysis? If we go to the APA 7th guidelines, the page number is 227. If we go to the 227 page number, we will see that this is the guideline or the sample table that has been provided by APA 7th guideline. What values we should report? We need B unstandardized coefficient, we need confidence interval, we need standard error coefficient, and then we need beta value, then r square, change r square. These are the values we need to report in the APA table. So here, if we go to statistics option, we are going to click confidence interval, then r squared change, and then we will click on the continue button, click on the OK button. You will see these are the three tables: model summary, ANOVA table, and coefficient table. What we need to focus on the coefficient table, and then second table is model summary table, which is required. I've already pasted these table into the Excel file. You can also do this. First right click on this, then copy as, then Excel worksheet, click on this one, then you can open a Excel sheet and paste that table here. The one thing that you need to do, you have to report only the values 2 digits after the decimal, like 31.240. There is no need to report 0 value, and here there is no need to report 7 value. So I'm going to select all of these values, and first of all I'm going to shape these value into the 2 digits after the decimal. So I have to report these values in APA table. If we see this table, like they have already mentioned 3.72, there is no other value after the 2, and similarly 0.19, there is no third value after the 9. So we have to report only 2 digits after the decimal. I've already changed these values, and you can also change these values here by decreasing the decimals. So let's change them. So what we need these values from model summary, and we need these values that I have highlighted in yellow. And first of all, copy the constant value 31.24, and you need to report here 31.24. You can download this table under the description of this video, and you can change this table according to your own need and your own variable. and the link will be available and you can simply download this table. And I've already mentioned some of the values like 31.24, and you can get the lower upper limit values from here, 29.28 and then 33.20. Then standard error, unstandardized coefficient standard error value is available here, 1.00, and I'm going to report it as 1.00. And here you can see 0.074, and we need to report these values, and 0.007 is already reported. I'm going to remove this one. Okay, only 4, and here we are going to remove 3 value, like as you can see here, 2.1 total social desirability, and if we go to the total social desirability standardized beta, it's 0.21. So what the meaning of these statistics? If your p-value, significance value, is less than 0.001, then you can use 3 statistics. If p-value is less than 0.01, then you can 2 static, and if the p-value is less than 0.05, then you can use 1 static. If the value is greater than 0.05, then there is no need to mention any kind of static. Where do you have to mention these statics? You can mention on this b value, and you can mention these static on beta values. There is no need to report these static on any other value. Like as you can see, yes, you can report these values on change r square. Here you can also report these values, like you can mention the static here. How do we know that these are the significant change r square value? You can see here from model summary, here r square value is significant, and this value is also significant. So these both values are significant at less than 0.001. So I'm going to use 3 static here and then 3 static here. And similarly, now what we have to do, we have to report all of these values. Simply get these value here, like from age, total social desirability, I'm going to report here total social desirability as this one. Then age is minus 0.02, report this value as this one. And you can change the rest of the values, like for beta values, total mastery, and they have already reported. I can get these values and select this one and report this one. Okay, you can change the font accordingly, and you can use this option to change these values. So now I need standard error value. I'm going to get these values here, and I will report them from here to here. Okay, now you need to change the style or formatting. Simply select the previous values and then change these one. So I have reported these values. Now I need these values, especially constant values here. And what we have to do, we simply select these one and then we will report these values as this one. Now I'm going to change again the formatting of these values. So I have already filled some of the values, but the rest of the values has been filled, and I need these values as well to report lower and upper limit for social desirability. And here I have added these values as well. One thing that you have noted, there is no beta value for constant, and there is no need to report it. Second, the r square and change r square values will be reported in front of step 1 and step 2. You can use word block 1, block 2. Some of the papers use some different words, so you can use step 1, step 2. It's recommended by APA style guidelines to use step 1, step 2, step 3, and you can also use some of other words like block 1. I have already told you. These are the some of the tables that I have got from some previous papers. They have used word model 1, model 2, model 3. You can also use this one. This is also a table mentioned in the paper where they have used model 1, model 2, and they have reported the adjusted R square value here. And similarly, this is the table available in according to APA style guideline. Here they have mentioned R square, change R square. This is also a pattern by APA style guidelines to report the hierarchical multiple regression. So you can also use this style as well, where you have to report only three values: unstandardized coefficient B, beta values, and standard error value. Here you can see they have used significance value steric option also here, and they have reported R square and change R square at the bottom. It's up to you to use any of the style to report the regression table according to APA. I have made this file. You can use this file, and this will be available under the description, and you can make your own table of hierarchical multiple regression as per your need. I hope you have liked this video. Please do not forget to share this video. And if you need any kind of consultation regarding SPSS or APA style guidelines, you can contact us at frahatali008@gmail.com. This email will be available under the description. You can contact us. Thank you for watching. Bye.